Have you ever been warned not to do something only to realize that perhaps you should have listened? There are certain places in the world where humans shouldn't tread. Some areas are simply off limits because of the dangerous creatures that lurk within them. Others have been abandoned due to mysterious occurrences that science simply can't explain. And then there are regions that are shut down because if people knew what lurked in the shadows, they might just run away screaming. Today, we're going to hear about an area that has been hidden from the public eye for a very good reason. Before we dive into this spine-chilling story, be sure to hit that like button and subscribe for more terrifying tales. It was late at night and the team had just arrived at their base camp. After a long day of travel, they decided to call it quits and set up camp for the night. One of the members, Chris, couldn't help but shiver as he gazed at the dense woods surrounding them. "This place gives me the creeps," he admitted, adjusting his backpack. "I'm with you," replied Sarah, her eyes scanning the dark trees. "I've never seen a forest quite so thick. It's almost eerie." Mark, the leader of the group, chuckled at his companion's reactions. "Come on, guys, don't tell me you're scared of a little forest. It's just some trees, nothing to worry about." His attempt at reassurance did little to calm their nerves as they settled into their tents, each lost in their own thoughts about the unsettling atmosphere that seemed to cling to the woods. Unbeknownst to them, the forest had secrets that lay dormant, waiting for the perfect moment to reveal themselves. As the days passed, the team delved deeper into their exploration of the Forbidden Zone. Chris and Sarah couldn't shake off the feeling that they were being watched, but they pushed on. However, the warnings of the locals continued to echo in their minds. Stories of missing hikers, strange lights in the sky, and whispers of a malevolent presence that haunted these woods. One evening, while sitting around a campfire, Sarah shared a chilling tale she had heard from a local resident. "They say there's a creature that lives in these woods," she began, her voice hushed. "A creature that preys on those who enter the zone. Some say it's a bear, others claim it's something far more sinister. All I know is that if you hear a knock in the forest at night, you should run." Chris and Mark exchanged uneasy glances, but dismissed it as folklore, or so they thought. That night, as the flames of the campfire died down, a loud knock echoed through the silent trees. Chris froze, his heart pounding in his chest. Was it just a branch? A trick of the wind? Or was it something more sinister? The knock came again, louder this time, followed by a guttural growl that sent shivers down their spines. The three explorers huddled together, fear gripping them as they strained to listen for any sound in the darkness. But the forest remained silent, or so they thought. In the stillness of the night, they heard the sound once more, closer now, accompanied by heavy footsteps. Panic surged through them as they realized they were in the presence of something wild and dangerous. With newfound urgency, they packed their belongings and fled into the darkness, the chilling knock echoing behind them. As they stumbled through the thick underbrush, desperately trying to navigate the unfamiliar terrain, they realized they were hopelessly lost. Chris tripped over a root, sending a sharp pain shooting through his ankle. He cried out, wincing as he fell to the ground. Sarah rushed back to his side, her face etched with concern. "Chris, we need to keep moving," she whispered urgently, knowing that staying put could mean becoming prey in this haunted wood. But Chris's injury made it impossible to continue. With a heavy heart, Sarah made the agonizing decision to stay behind with the injured Chris, promising to return as soon as she found help. With a final, desperate look over her shoulder, she vanished into the darkness, leaving Chris alone in the chilling embrace of the forbidden forest. Days turned into nights for Chris, and he lost track of time. Hope began to dwindle as he realized he might be trapped in the forest forever. Fear turned to despair as hunger and thirst gnawed at him. Yet somehow he refused to succumb to the darkness, clinging to the memory of Sarah's promise. Then one morning, as the first rays of sunlight pierced through the dense canopy, he heard a familiar sound, the distant echo of human voices. With a surge of adrenaline, he called out, his voice hoarse from disuse. "Help! Can anyone hear me?" The voices grew louder, bringing with them the sound of crashing branches and the hope of rescue. As he struggled to his feet, he saw Sarah and a search team rushing towards him. Relief washed over him as they helped him up, his strength failing him. He collapsed into Sarah's arms, tears streaming down his face. She held him tightly, whispering words of comfort and reassurance. When they returned to the campsite, they found Mark's tent empty, his belongings untouched. It was as if he had vanished into thin air. The disappearance of Mark left a heavy cloud of sadness and unanswered questions over the group. They searched for him, but their efforts were in vain. His whereabouts remained a mystery, adding another layer of intrigue to the enigma that was the Forbidden Zone. Back in civilization, Chris and Sarah couldn't escape the haunting memories of their ordeal. They shared their experiences with friends and family, but many dismissed their story as a tale of overactive imaginations or a hoax for attention. The scars of the experience ran deep, though, and they knew what they had endured was all too real. Years went by, and the legend of the Forbidden Zone only grew, drawing in curious adventurers and thrill-seekers eager to uncover its secrets. Chris and Sarah, haunted by their ordeal, became reluctant figures in this macabre tourism, forever changed by their brush with the unknown. For them, the horrors of the zone were a constant shadow, a reminder of the darkness that lurks just beyond the edge of our understanding. And now you need to watch. I walked into the woods and found a creepy cabin, or check out. They found a dead body in my backyard. It was my neighbor.